Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a kind King Stefan and Queen Leah who wished for nothing more than a child to call their own. One sunny day, the queen was taking a bath in the pretty garden when a funny little frog hopped out of the water. This frog could talk, and it had some exciting news for the queen. "Your wish will come true," said the frog. "In just 1 year, you will have a baby girl." The queen was so happy. She ran to tell her husband the wonderful news, and just as the frog said, in exactly 1 year, the king and queen welcomed a sweet baby girl into the world. She was the most beautiful baby, with rosy cheeks and big, bright eyes. They named her Aurora, which means dawn, for she filled their lives with sunshine. To celebrate Aurora's birth, the king and queen threw a grand party and invited everyone in the land, including the 3 good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Each fairy bestowed a special gift upon the princess. Flora gave her the gift of beauty, Fauna gave her the gift of song, and Merryweather was about to give her gift when suddenly an evil fairy named Maleficent appeared in a flash of green flames. Maleficent was very angry that she had not been invited to the party. To get revenge, she placed a wicked curse on Aurora, declaring that on her 16th birthday, the princess would prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a deep sleep forever. The king and queen were heartbroken. Luckily, Merryweather still had her gift to give. While she couldn't undo Maleficent's curse completely, she changed it so that Aurora would not die, but instead fall into a deep sleep. And the only way to wake her up would be with true love's first kiss. To protect Aurora, the king ordered all spinning wheels in the kingdom to be burned. The 3 good fairies took Aurora into the forest to raise her in secret, hiding her from Maleficent's watchful eye. They called her Briar Rose and never told her about her royal heritage. Years passed and Aurora grew into a kind, gentle, and beautiful young woman. She loved to explore the forest, sing with her animal friends, and dream about meeting her one true love. On the morning of her 16th birthday, Aurora met a handsome stranger in the woods. It was Prince Philip, who had been betrothed to Aurora since they were children. They fell in love at first sight, not knowing each other's true identities. Meanwhile, the fairies were preparing a surprise party for Aurora back at the cottage. They sent her out to pick berries, but while she was gone, Maleficent's pet raven, Diablo, discovered their hidden location. Maleficent appeared and lured Aurora into a dark tower where a spinning wheel magically appeared. In a trance, Aurora touched the spindle and instantly fell into a deep, enchanted sleep. The fairies hurried to the tower, but it was too late. Rose was deep asleep under the curse. The only thing they could do was make everyone in the castle fall asleep too, so they could wait for the true love's kiss to break the mean fairy's curse. Instantly, the king, queen, servants, and animals all fell asleep. Outside the castle walls, thick vines and prickly thorns grew up, creating a tall, impenetrable hedge. After many years of search, fairies find Prince Philip, who had been captured by Maleficent's minions. They freed him and armed him with a magic sword and shield. Philip bravely battled his way to the castle, which was now surrounded by thick, thorny vines conjured by Maleficent. The prince followed the path through the hedge, across a green meadow, until he arrived at the castle gates. Inside, he saw an incredible sight. People and animals were lying everywhere, all fast asleep. As Philip approached the castle, Maleficent transformed herself into a gigantic, fire-breathing dragon to stop him. Philip fought valiantly, and with the help of the fairies' magic, he threw his sword straight into the dragon's heart, defeating Maleficent once and for all. Guided by the glow of the fairies' magic, the prince climbed up a winding staircase to the highest tower. And there, he found the most beautiful Princess Aurora, with shining auburn hair spread across the pillow. He gently knelt beside her and, with a heart full of true love, kissed her softly. Aurora's eyes fluttered open, and she smiled at her true love. The mean fairy, however, was nowhere to be found. It was said she had turned into a raven and flown away in shame when her curse was broken. Hand in hand, the prince and princess left the tower. As they reached the bottom, everyone began to wake up from their long sleep. The king, queen, servants, and animals all stretched and yawned, amazed to find that many years had passed in what seemed like one night. After years of sadness under the curse, the kingdom came alive once more with cheers and laughter. A royal wedding was quickly planned to celebrate the Philip and Aurora's love that had conquered evil. Aurora and Philip wed in a grand ceremony, and the three good fairies watched proudly as the couple exchanged vows. As the newlyweds waved from the balcony, the kingdom celebrated the power of true love and the triumph of good over evil. Aurora and Philip ruled their land with kindness and wisdom, and they lived happily ever after. The story of Aurora and Philip's love became a story that parents told their children, and their children told their children. It showed everyone that true love is the most powerful magic of all.